Hi, my name is Przemek Chojecki and you're watching my YouTube channel. This episode is about why it's important to policy development of artificial intelligence, why it's artificial intelligence really a good subject for different policymakers around Europe, around world, in the US, and why it's important we start thinking about the impact that different policies can have both on AI, on society, on how the world will develop with rising technology marvels like artificial intelligence. So that's a general topic of this episode. My idea is that first of all, I was thinking that you should just make everything as free as possible, and don't police it at all. Just open the floodgates and let it happen. But actually, that's not a good approach as it happens, because for example, if you were to just let everyone with capabilities like autonomous driving test their cars on roads, you see a spike in accidents around the world. So autonomous driving is actually the perfect example of why we should police the AI and why we should be careful with that, because technology is already there. Meaning that you already have cars driving, for example, around California by Waymo or Uber or Tesla. You can just see them driving around with those big radars, big devices on top of them. It's a great view, but actually there is still someone inside the car monitoring whether the car is doing everything all right or not, and that's really important. So we're at the stage of shifting from humans driving to human assisted driving cars to probably in the end totally autonomous cars. But this transition phase is really important because we don't want to make any errors with that, because that could cost a lot of lives of people on the street. And it's similar case with every other thing, meaning if you remember the whole scandal with Cambridge Analytica, the data, our personal data is out there, and there are many malicious people who would like to use this data for their own benefit, and we should be really careful with respect to that. We should really govern our own data, be able to see what we own, what we don't own, what's about us on the web. But on the other hand, limiting too much access to this data will actually slow down the development of AI. And that's also a question whether we should do that. So we have GDPR in Europe, a law which governs how we use data, different cookies, stuff like that. But I'm having doubts whether that was a good law or not, because on the other hand, if you compare the development of machine learning algorithms in China, in the US, where there's no GDPR and there won't be any probably, so you're getting much faster pace of developments thanks to the lack of those laws, because you have much better access to data. So there's always ups and downs, pros and cons for different laws. And this is what policymakers should think about when they do new laws, when they try to govern the development of AI. In the end, because it's all digital, there might be always like a small or larger country who can just ignore the laws we have in Europe or we have in the US and just go after its own advantages to develop the technology that's actually won't be really beneficial to the whole of humanity, but just beneficial to a couple of individuals. So that's like a subtle question. It's very subtle to govern. I think that we'll see a lot of changes in the law in the upcoming years, in the European Parliament, in the US government, also hopefully in other countries following the lead, because it's really important that we live in the future where AI is beneficial to humans and not taking away our jobs, automating everything and not giving anything back. Thank you for watching this episode. Please subscribe to this channel and see you in the next video clip. Thank you.